Hey everybody, Scrofty here. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're all doing really well. I'm finally back on this Let's Farm series. It's been a bit of a strange one recently. I've been very busy focusing on the farmhand and other things, so I haven't had as much time as I like. But I am back on it, and this week's going to be better. I'm also going to do a BS episode with Beanie tomorrow, so that'll be coming out Friday. But yeah, let's get through it, because I just want to make this a short one, really, because it is a strange one. We're pretty much, I'd say, like 4.5 weeks away from FS25. So this Let's Farm series is pretty much just going to be something that we just enjoy the game on Farm Simulator 22 until we get to the next one. It's going to replace, obviously, it's going to be replaced by a series probably on FS25. I'm also going to be doing, hopefully, a survival series from the start with Beanie, so that the BS series will get running as soon as there's a map out for FS25. But yeah, I've worked out there's about 5 episodes left on this if I can do about 1 a week, which is what I'm aiming to do. So I thought I would just play the game and have a bit of fun. I know I set out some goals and stuff, but because of the lack of time that I've had recently, it's been difficult to get on it. So I've skipped through into July, got a few things we're going to play about with in them last 5 episodes. And I thought we could just, decide and talk and have a discussion about FS25 as well, because, yeah, I'm going to probably play on one of the base game maps, do a Let's Farm series on that. Got a few other things planned as well, like I did when FS22 dropped, just because I think it's a bit of fun just to try and do a bit of testing and, figuring out stuff. And yeah, I've seen comments on that original video I did, which actually did really well. It's like one of my best videos on the channel. Yeah, it was about like what's the most profitable crop and things like that. I want to do that again. I enjoyed it. It was just something different, and at the time I really enjoyed just kind of delving into the new game and figuring things out. But it is right, I've seen comments that said you could just go in the XML of the game for the crops and stuff like that and figure it out. It's all there in detail right in front of you. But where's the fun in that? Where is the fun in that, I say? We're supposed to be playing the game to have fun, and I like the fact that I had like a set field out. It was a bit of an experiment, really. So yeah, we're going to do 5 episodes. So in this one, it's going to be a shorter one. I'm just going to do some harvesting, having a quick chat. Got the sunflowers. We're going to do that at some point. Got some maize silage. Got some whole crop silage. We'll do bits and bobs along the way. But really, we're not looking at money. We're not looking at, too much at all the details, selling things. We're just playing the game and having some fun while we wait for FS25. So thinking about it, I'm going to go get the trailer set up for this harvest. I have gone with the 8S, sold the Deutz-Fahr, and I went with this 8S just because I was thinking about like what has been my favourite tractor in FS22, and it's got to be this Massey Ferguson 8S. I just love the look of it. I love that kind of, it's got a really unique shaped cab to it, and I've always thought when I played on, when FS22 dropped and we saw the 8S, it was kind of the one that stood out the most to me. So I thought, why not use that as kind of like the last tractor, we can just have a play about with on this series. And you can't fault it though, can you? This 8S, it is stunning. It is a really nice tractor. Watch out, farm dog. So yeah, we're going to go up there. We're going to do 3 fields. It's technically the fields we were going to do for crop and a bit for straw. So we'll still do a bit of straw just for the fun of it. Might even just sell stuff, to be honest. Don't think I'll go too in depth on it. Now, we needed a harvester because I sold it previously and decided to get this one because I absolutely love this. And recently I've been looking at harvesters for the Farmhand series because I need to find one that George is going to buy eventually as a second-hand brand new kind of thing. So I've been looking at a lot of harvesters, and this one stood out for me because of the fact it's got so many... Got some crazy lag going on there. I don't know what that was. It didn't like something. Yeah, what I was saying. Yeah, anyway. I like it because of all the interactive controls. Like, all this is interactive. So you can open up the side panels on it. It is a stunning thing. And it is the New Holland. I think it's the CX. Yeah, CX7 and 8. I'll put a link in the video description if you want to try it out. But I think it's definitely on Mod Hub. And it's just got some stunning things. It really is an impressive mod. The author of this should be proud of himself because he really has gone the extra mile, with all these side panels and everything. Sound effects as well on all of them as they move. I just think it's, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And if we go up here as well, you can actually put the you can put the warning kind of signs in, the hazard bits, and with the reflectors on, and then you can also, you know, do that manually. Now, a lot of the time that just happens when you jump in and out of a harvester. I just like how customizable it is. You know, I think you can even take, if we just jump up there, I think I'm stuck. There we go. If we jump up there, you can take that panel off. Maybe that would be something that you can do for maintenance of some sorts, I don't know. But it is brilliant. It's actually got some really good sound effects as well, like not just obviously with all this stuff opening and closing and being interactive. It's yeah, really good for the actual engine sounds. I've actually just had a Chinese as well. Random fact. Me and Beanie decided to have a cheeky Chinese late at night. I'm actually recording this about 11:30 at night, so on the Wednesday night, so the day before this video comes out, I'm just having a record. I did promise that from the 7th things were going to get better. So far, everything's been working out. I've had a bit more time on my hands, so I can, yeah, definitely stick to it, what I said. I'm not going to let anyone down. I'm going to do 5 episodes. Every Thursday, you'll see an episode on this series, and every Friday, you'll see one on BS with me and Beanie. And then, obviously, the Farmland as normal, and all the FS25 videos that we get as well. Right, so, let's get back in here. I should be able to mess about with some stuff in here as well. So you go, bit of a sun visor just in case, you know. Mess with the seat. You got, these things are brilliant though, aren't they? The way they do this, it's just stunning. If only I could do this in the Farmland. I've always wanted to get this interactive with the Farmland, but the problem is I always play with, I'll show you, for bring Easy Dev up and I remove my HUD. So I always play the game like this. Now I can't see the actual dot in the middle. So even though I can like highlight over these, they still don't like, it still doesn't work too well. Now, you know, I'll be there for a while just kind of trying to figure out where the center of my screen is. But I can do it. It's just, it's a little bit tricky. So really you do need the kind of HUD visibility on for that center point. But it would be brilliant if I could do this without, like, maybe just having the HUD removed, but like maybe still a dot in the center. Look at that. I can even start the engine from there. There's loads of stuff in there. Hazards. Turn the radio on, which I won't do because the copyright of it all. You turn the lights on, which is toggle through, and then you've got the beacons. Spot on. You've even got the screen, so you've got real GPS as well, so it's compatible with that. And then a lot of stuff going on there with, you can see it tells you how many litres of fuel you've got left as well, which is pretty good. But anyway, let's get some harvesting done. We'll go outside cab. There is actually another camera on it, so you can see. I don't know why it's there, though. Like, I think it kind of rotates through which one it is, because previously it was at the end of it, so I don't know. But anyway, let's get through some harvesting. Start off where I did the crop damage, drove over the field. Like a proper muppet when I was doing some fertilising to get set up to this point. And I didn't realise that I had large tyres on, as you do. But let's get through it. Bit of barley, going to put it into storage. If we sell it, we will sell it as well near the end. It's a wide swath. Yeah, we will sell it near the end of this kind of series. 5 episodes left, just think of it like that before FS25. We will make sure we sell everything. Just, it's always nice to kind of round everything up near the end. But I am looking forward to FS25 now. I'm really ready for it. I want to try something new. I think it's, yeah, we've been playing what? We've been playing FS22 since the end of 2021. So it's overdue. It's definitely overdue, and I'm looking forward to trying it out. And yeah, just experiencing all the new stuff. And it is going to be better graphics as well, which does make a difference. Yeah, it's not drastic if you look at it. You know, the graphics aren't like, wow, it's complete and utter next generation, but they have improved because we did drop, you know, because Giants have decided finally to drop the old generation console. And I know that's not very good for, you know, for old generation players that haven't moved over, but it has to happen at some point, or else we'll never progress the game to where we all dream it could be. But I'm excited for it, and I know a lot of people are skeptical. I've seen it, and do you know what? A lot of them points are valid. You know, it's a valid opinion of everyone. I think I'm excited because I just love playing the game, so a new version of it's always, you know, exciting times for me. But I will also admit there's loads of things they could be doing, and you know, unfortunately we're not seeing it all. There is some really good stuff they've added in. I think a lot of the stuff they have added in, though, are benefiting more console players than PC players, because of the fact we've got mods that give us that option. But I also think that with Giants doing it themselves, they should be better standard. So, you know, the baby animals should look better, should be better overall. So that's a positive. The fact we've got like AI workers now that seem like they've got a few brain cells instead of just struggling all the time is a good thing. And some form of GPS, even though I don't really think it's the GPS of, you know, us PC players are used to. And I think if Wapster or the author who does the VCA comes out with their version, I'm probably going to use that one because I think it's more, it offers more freedom. Like the fact that I can just go, right, I want to do a row here, and I can just manually do that. It doesn't work like that in FS25, unfortunately. You know, we're going to have to just go on the path that it's designed for that field. It just works it out. It's kind of like some AI. It's obviously the AI version of what the worker would do, which you can just path on to that, which is a bit of a strange one. Maybe that's the way it works in real life, you know, harvesters and stuff like that. They're doing GPS. I know they kind of map out the fields prior, so they should probably plan out the kind of route that they want to be taking. But I think in a game it's nice to just have that customization. And I know it will work with custom fields. Some people have been saying there's no confirmation on that, but there is. When I was at FarmCon and we sat in, luckily some of the creators sat in with the people that were doing the presentations from Giants, they came upstairs after to the creators and basically allowed us to ask questions in a group. And one of the questions was with the, you know, the workers and the course and the GPS, sorry. Is it allowed, you know, will it just work on any field? Does it have to be implemented by the map maker, for example, like if Foxy brings out Whitcomb, does he have to apply, like put this in within GE to each field so it's got these kind of paths? But it doesn't work like that. It will automatically just set it up for the field, a bit like Courseplay does, but it's set up, that's it. It's just one route. You can't tell it to change and go a different direction. You can't tell it that you want so many headlands, which is where the negative is. But they did add to that might be changing. So maybe it could be an update in the future that allows us to customize it a bit more by maybe doing some headlands or changing the headlands amount or something along those lines. But I don't think it'll stay like that, because I think a lot of people say, listen, we want it more like Courseplay, because Courseplay is brilliant. And I still think Courseplay will come out. I do. I think that with Autodrive is something that we're still not going to get. When you combine the two together, Autodrive and Courseplay, I think that sets the standard for Farming Simulator. So we hopefully should get that as well. But yeah, I am looking forward to trying out all the new equipment that we end up seeing, the UK map as well that everyone pretty much knows now we're going to be getting at the end of Q1. That's going to be really interesting to see what Giants do with, because, you know, it's the first UK map they've done. It's pretty much, you know, common knowledge now that it's going to be in Scotland. So fingers crossed they do a cracking job, bring some UK brands with that kind of premium expansion end to that expansion, because with it being at the end, you know it's going to be the big expansion. You know, you think of FS22, you look at the Platinum expansion, a lot of equipment came with that as well as the map. And the same with the premium expansion, we got some equipment and we got the map. So we should get the same. We should get equipment. It should be something, you know, along the lines of UK brands because of the fact it's in Scotland. I have got a feeling as well from the picture that it could potentially be that they bring Highland cows in, because they have focused on bringing some new animals this time round. And the picture did have some Highland cows. So how cool would that be as if we could bring Highland cows into the game? I think that's overdue, to be honest, because, you know, a lot of farms have a Highland cow on nowadays, even if it's just a couple, just for show. I mean, if you ever watch Tom Pemberton, he's got a few Highland cows, and again, they're just for sure. They're, you know, beautiful, stunning animal. And if you're a dairy farmer, beef stock farmer, you know, it's really good to have a Highland cow on your farm. So I'm hopeful that we see that as well. Fingers crossed. But we'll wait and see. But I'm hyped about so many things. I'm hyped about, you know, I think the improved graphics straight away is the thing I'm going to look at the most. The new lighting, the God rays, yes, the mist and the fog. I look at it and think, if you don't throw it down our throats, I'm going to like that. I think if it's done subtle at the right time, you know, in moderation, that it will be a really nice effect to have on your field, especially, you know, you've slept, you're waking up, it's like R5, milking cows, and some, you know, you're starting, your cows have been milked, you need to feed them, and you can see that morning dew out in the fields. You know, that's where it will work really well. I also am looking forward to the fact that we've got better rain, better visuals when it comes to water as well, because it does make a difference. I think it'll make, because a lot of people now when it rains we just skip through it, we don't do anything with it, but if it rains now, you know, it's just going to look better, it's going to feel better, it's better for me who makes a series like a roleplay series as well. But there's a lot of things, and I think the best thing for PC players is the fact they've dropped old console. I don't think we can underestimate that. That shouldn't be overlooked at all, basically, because it allows modders to build some incredible stuff going into, you know, FS25 after a year. We should see some really good stuff, much better maps. You know, the specs have widened on everything. So the likes of Oxy and Lancy Boy and Bullet Bill or whoever, you know, decides to throw out some maps or whatever, they can now do a lot more. So they're happy, which makes us happy, and we can see a lot more because of that. But the same goes to vehicles. You know, we can have better looking vehicles now. You know, you look at all the mods we've had that have been game-changing mods for the PC players, like, you know, the enhanced animal mod, and God, there's so many, really. There's so many. But all of them can now be even better. They can look better. You know, they can have better graphics. They can have more data into them. You know, they can be bigger in size and things like that. So overall, for us players, the game's going to be brilliant. So I understand when people say, I'm going to wait for a little bit until there's mods out, because I do think that's when it will start really taking shape and kicking off, when the modders have got on board and they've thrown out a few good mods. But I do predict that in the first week you'll see a map, you'll see some kind of really barren map like No Man's Land. It's just been easily kind of converted over to 25, which I'm hoping for anyway, because me and Beanie want to do we want to do our BS survival series on a really barren kind of style map. Oh no, it's not stopping. It wasn't stopping at all then. So obviously needs a bit more juice. It's because it's nearly full. It's the weight going downhill. But yeah, I'm hoping there'll be a map. I'm going to predict within the first week we'll see a map like No Man's Land, of some sorts, or something along those lines, and me and Beanie can actually crack on with it and try out. Because what we want to do is we want to plant the target we set out in FS22, but we started it quite late and it was too intermittent. But we found a plan where we can always commit to it on one day now. But yeah, what we want to do is have it where we've got, you know, a big farm that's got everything in small doses. So that's like every field, so every crop we want to grow every year. So like we'll have, you know, 25 fields basically, with 25 crops in, then some grass fields, and that's the way we want to kind of work it, which I think is going to be pretty cool, which I think will work really well, especially by the time, because if you've got all the animals as well, most of the productions, it's just like a mad mission that two people have been on for a very long time, and they've built this kind of empire. That is what we're aiming to do. I think it'll make a pretty good series. And you know what me and Bean are like, we'll just randomly chat about everything, which is always good fun. But I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you think. Are you looking forward to it? Are you skeptical about it? Are you not too hyped? Do you think it is a carbon copy of FS22? I've seen that quite a bit, and even though that's not my opinion, but you know, I want to hear your opinion. If you think that, honestly, explain it to me. Let me see your side to it. But yeah, my opinion is they have made improvements. It's just not like, wow, you know, it's not like massive improvements. They've just made really good improvements, in my opinion, and because of that, it has improved the game. And I'm ready for it as well. You know, it's 2025 nearly, and we were playing FS22 at the end of 2021, so I think it is overdue. It's not like the games like FIFA and Call of Duty, where every year there's a version and it really doesn't change in any shape or form. You know, they have made changes to it, and they have added some good stuff in visually. They have done some good things when it comes to kind of like the engine side of things and how they've expanded what that can do now, the fact it's more powerful. So I'm hopeful. I really am. Right, so anyway, I'll do a bit of a time lapse. I've been chatting for about 22 minutes. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. But I did want to make this a bit of a shorter one just because I'm recording so late. But I'll get a time lapse on. We'll get these 3 fields done. Not doing too bad. Picking up a good yield anyway. Welcome back, everybody. We've just completed all 3 of the fields. The barley, we've got 47,500 litres, which isn't too bad. But what I'm going to do quickly is I'm just going to bale up one of the fields, and then I think I'll bale the other 2 up and get and I'll probably sell all the straw before the next one, which we'll probably focus on. Yeah, we'll probably focus on maybe some maize silage or whole crop silage, or the whole crop silage, whatever comes first, really. So let's get this unfolded. I've gone with the straw harvest pack. There we go, should work now. Yeah, the straw harvest crone, the big baler that you can have the collector on the back. Thought we'd try it out, and I've gone with the biggest size bales. We've gone with the 241. Yeah, why not? like I've said as well, there's no limit on what we can do with this one. We can go for the best gear if we want. Shouldn't take long at all as well. Now, I don't know if anyone saw the Moe's video I did. It would have come out 2 days ago. It came out the day I'm recording, so yeah, it would have been yesterday for you guys. Yeah, they sent me that stalk. It really is quite impressive. It's a lot of money though. £200 for 3 stalks just seems a bit crazy, but yeah, there's definitely a quality build to it. I imagine if you were going to replace them in an actual car, it probably cost about £200 anyway, so yeah, they are genuine parts. But I'm looking forward to FS25 for another reason, which is getting that fully set up so I can have a separate place. I did mention in the video as well that I was going to set up like something that kind of works for me a little bit better, so I can just kind of hop in between my main computer whilst editing, working, and then I've got like one that's just like an area just to sit and play farm sim. My idea for that is actually not to have a second computer or anything. Originally I was going to get like a laptop to do maybe my editing on, but I think it might be better to just get like some really long like HDMI cables, and on the kind of unit that I built, that wooden unit I built that I've got the wheel on and everything applied to that, what I could do is I could just get 2 monitor mounts, get them fixed to it, so I've got 2 monitors to visualize when I'm playing, and then just swap 2 HDMI cables out when, you know, I'm on that setup, and it still runs off this main PC, because obviously it's a lot of money to get just another PC to play a game on when I've got a PC that works fine. But it's just having that kind of switchover that I need. It's such a task, you know. It takes me probably about I don't know, 25 minutes to get fully set up with with everything when I'm recording and I've got the steering wheel out, because I do need to, you know, move my mic. I've got to move the unit out. I've got to make space because I don't have loads of space in the room anyway, so I have to move quite a lot of things out of the way. So I think it'd be a good idea to do. Do you know what? I don't think we've actually dropped any bales yet because I've gone with such big bales. We'll do a few more just to get this at least 3 out. No point in using this. I'm not going to show the video how it actually drops these bales out, because I know someone might not use the straw harvest mod. I doubt that, with it being on 3 generations of the game now. Creative Mesh do a cracking job. Oh, that just makes me think about realism modding though, and what we could have had with seasons and so on. There we go. You can see there, 3 dropped out. So I'll probably pull up about here and we'll leave it there. I'll get the rest finished off. I did want to make this video short because I've got to edit it and I don't want to be up until crazy time. But that should do the job. We'll just park this here, ready for when I crack on with it and get it done. But we are going to sell it anyway, so not too much of an issue there. But yeah, I think it's been good. It's nice to get back on the game and just play. Have a bit of fun, not have to worry about, setting up, editing for so long when I do the farmhand. That's why I really enjoy these series, and I try to do them as much as possible. I did a lot more when we were well into FS22, but with all the videos coming out with FS25 and the fact that I'm working more at the moment just so I can have more time off when FS25 comes out, it's just been pretty crazy. So it's a strange one because I actually reduced my days at my full-time job. Instead of doing like 5 days a week, I ended up doing like 3, or sometimes 4, mostly 4 days a week. But recently it's been like back up to 5 because I'm trying to get it so when FS25 comes out, the first 2 weeks I'm off anyway. But then I've got a few weeks after that, maybe like a month, where I'm only doing like 2 or 3 days a week. So it's hopefully going to work out in the end, when we can hit the ground running with FS25 and make some good content. But yeah, nice to be back. Sorry for the lack of content when it comes to like Let's Play farming videos and the end the series with Beanie. But from now on, and the run in to FS25, there'll be one of these a week and one of the BS survivals a week as well. So back to kind of normal schedule now. But on that note, I am going to leave the video there. So thank you so much for watching, as always. Really do appreciate it. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, give it a thumbs up for me because that does help me out. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this one. on Farming Simulator. See you, everybody.